Western, aka Viking Cooking. Um, so obviously I want to do this stream because life isn't easy. In one split moment, when it is a matter of life and death, the mind remembers things that have been, things that could have been, and things that always will be. Life is not what we think, and to say that any of us are perfect, no, we're not. No one is perfect in this world. Not the millionaires, not the people that are walking around in the slums, not the ones that are on drugs, nor the ones that have the perfect, or that seem like they have the perfect life. But we think to ourselves, life is good. Life is the best it can be. No, it's not. I have a specific message to a few different groups of people. The first message is to the OnlyFans girls. To all of them. Including the men. That seem to be. You are doing nothing more than parading yourself on the internet, which makes you look like a whore. And I'm not saying this with any malice. Life isn't meant to be easy, but you don't have to make it tougher by posting videos and pictures of yourselves. Why do so many women think that there are men out there that will stalk them? It's those women. Women play on the fact that men are chauvinists. Men don't understand women at all. And no, that's not the case. It's actually a case of certain men do understand women. But women don't want us to understand them. Because otherwise, why would most women turn around and say, oh, men are horrible, men don't understand what it's like to be a woman? How would you know? How would you know what a man has been through in his life? How would a man know what a woman's been through in their life? Nobody knows what somebody else has been through in their lifetime. Most of you here, some of you might be subscribed to me. If not, please check out my videos and subscribe. Click the like button as well. Thank you very much for the likes, people. Much appreciated. Look, like I said before, alright, I'm looking for people's appreciation. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. You don't have to sit here and watch. I'm not forcing you to. Right? It's totally your choice. And going back to it, a lot of people think that they can judge each other because of the way that other person is. How dare you? How dare you think you have a right to judge another human being? Unless you know what that person is going through, don't open your mouth. Because you don't know what that person is feeling. You don't know what that person is going through right this moment in time. How would you? Have you asked them? Do you sit here on the internet and ask people, how's your life doing? How's it going? Is everything okay for you? How's your life treating you? Do any of you sit there on the internet and go into live streams and say stuff like that. I bet you don't. I bet you don't. But here's the thing. I do. I do go into live streams and I do ask people how their day is. I ask them how their life's going. Sometimes it just takes that one tiny little thoughtful comment. How are you? How is your life going at the moment? Is there any way I can help you? Do you need a chat? Do you need a friend? If not, I will leave you alone. If you do need someone to talk to, I am there. I have been there for everyone. The people that have hated me, the people that have loved me. The people that have said they love me and then turned their backs on me, that a split seconds decision. There have been times in my life where death has come so close, and my life has flashed before my eyes. And within that time, in that moment, your mind remembers what you've gone through. Hello, Joseph. Joseph, you are... I'm removing you as a standard, and I am putting you as a managing, which I said I would do. However, Joseph, please do not just ban random people, right, for stupid comments. Right, please make sure those comments are offensive first, okay? There have been times when my life has meant nothing to me. There have been times when... Joseph, you are a managing moderator now. There have been times in my life when I thought I was going to die. Times when I thought that this was the end. This is the end for me. There have been times when I thought to myself, this is the way society is. Do people not want to understand one another? Do people not want to get along with one another? Do you, all of you, out there honestly want to be in an argument with each other? Because if you do, I'm sorry to say, but you're not worth living. Everyone, I do have a managing moderator here. It is Joseph from 505 Entertainment. Joseph is my managing moderator full time. If you are a troll or you put rude or abusive comments, you will be kicked off the stream, possibly put in a timeout depending on the severity of the situation or the comment. There has been times in my life when there has been so much destruction, so much depression, and I thought my life isn't worth living. But there has been times in my life where I've had so much beauty, so much understanding, so much love to cherish, so many good memories to look forward to. This small bear, or cuddly dog, has my dead 6-year-old daughter's ashes stitched inside of it. As a father who has lost everything, and an ex-British soldier that has seen what war does to people, and experienced the full force of brutality, loneliness, depression, love, joy, death, despair, and some very, very magical moments in my life. No, most of you out there will not truly know what I've been through because how could you? You're not me. How would you ever know what I've gone through unless you've been me? Life has not been easy. It has been quite tough. It has been difficult from start to finish. And now I am at a point in my life where I don't care. Love me or hate me, I am who I am. And if you don't like me, the door is open. If you wish to be my friend, the door is open. If you do not want to be my friend, the door is open. But please do not stand in my doorway. You are holding up all my traffic. People think that YouTubers, such as myself and some other people on here, live for the society's appreciation. They think we live for validation. No, some of you do. Some of you do, but I don't. I don't care what you say or how you treat me, as long as you do not hurt my friends. My friends are my family now, and they are that close enough to me to call family. I want to give a big shout out to Junebug Films, Zach D Productions, Blood Knight, I also want to give a big shout out to What's Up Champions. I also would like to give a big shout out to my managing moderator, who has been doing absolutely brilliantly, keeping the trolls off of here and keeping the abusive comments to a minimum. Big shout out to Joseph from 505 Entertainment. He's been absolutely marvellous with it. Really has. People, I'm going to say this. If you think that your life is tough, think again. How dare you sit there as a human being and complain about your life when there is someone out there who just wants to live one day longer? When there is someone out there that wants to eat something but can't? How dare you sit there and complain about the state of your house? At least you have a roof over your head. I do apologise. How dare any of you sit there and say, my life is shit? Because do you know what? There are people in this world that are going through things that are worse than you. You may not see it. You may not understand it. You may not ever hear about it. But it is happening right underneath your nose every day. Your government controls you. Your boss tells you what to do. Your family tries to give you good advice. And when you don't listen to that advice, they give up and they start treating you like shit. But when life gets too much, remember these words. Life is not what you make it. It is what you make of life that matters. There's a very different meaning behind those sayings. Life is what you make it. No. That means that you have a choice every second of every single day. Joseph, can you please kick out the guy that's just put that comment, please? As I believe him to be a troll, and I do not appreciate that comment. This dude looks like he is 5 years old, 17 years old, and 45 years old all at the same time. Mate, I do not appreciate that comment. You obviously do not respect people. Joseph, I would appreciate if you get rid of that person. And if you don't, I will. Look, none of you have to sit here and listen to me. I'm not forcing any of you to stay. But if you want to sit here and listen to me, respect my rules. The rules are pinned as a comment. It is a pinned comment from my managing moderator. I am going to remove your comment for now, alright, and I am not going to block you from coming onto my channel. However, your comment is being removed. Look, life is never going to be the way you want it to be. It is never going to be as good as what you think it is. When you are sitting there in a corner of a room, crying your eyes out because something bad has happened to you, or you finally start to feel like you're breaking on the inside, contact me. Leave a comment on my video. Send me a message. Get in touch with my moderator or Zach D Productions. They're not that hard to find, and they will message me and I will contact you. I am here as a supportive person, nothing more, nothing less. But I'm also here to give you the knowledge of what I have gone through, in the hope that some of you can relate. Life isn't tough. Charlie, have you seen war with your own 2 eyes? I have been to Afghanistan, served my country. I have lost 2 wives, buried 5 of my own children. My 6-year-old daughter was being bullied in Spain as she hung herself. Her ashes are inside of this cuddly toy. You're saying life isn't tough, but I can totally disagree with you, because I know from personal experience how tough life can actually be. Yes, life is tough. It's not meant to be easy. I would rather not go into that right now, Joseph. I will explain more about it in a full-length live stream at some point about what's happened in my life properly. But for now, we are concentrating on something. Yes, Charlie, please be very careful how you word things, alright, because my managing moderator will not put up with any bad comments. Charlie, if you have not read the pinned comment, which are the rules and regulations of this stream, okay, then please read that pinned comment. Okay, those are the rules of my stream. Right, if you do not adhere to the rules, you will be hidden from a channel or put into a timeout. Yes, you may be on first, but that doesn't matter. Not to me. Look, your life at some point will become, has it turned into a competition between you and Charlie, has it, Joseph? But they're a good way to keep the comments coming in. The more comments you put, the higher your rank goes. So far, we actually have Charlie as a #1 fan. Joseph, who's my managing moderator, is at #2 at the minute. The more comments people put and the more reactions people put, the higher the rank of my fans. I actually think there's certain things you've got to do. I'm not too sure. Look, I'm not saying that everyone's life is going to be tough all the time, but Charlie, I think you can totally appreciate that. Do you know what, Charlie? I think you can appreciate the fact that some people's lives are tough. Just because yours isn't doesn't mean that other people's lives ain't tough. Alright? Just remember that when you're saying that life isn't tough and life is good for you, remember that anything could happen to you at any time. You could walk down the street tomorrow and be run over by a car and have your legs broken and end up in a wheelchair for the rest of your life. You could be walking into the supermarket and you could be smacked by a falling shelf. You could have your arm cut by trying to reach a product. You could slip over on a bit of water that has been spilt on the floor. You could be walking down the road in the middle of winter and slip on a patch of black ice. But you could also walk down the road and find a wallet full of money, which technically you should hand in, but if you don't, you don't. You could be walking down the street and somebody could come up to you and say, how do you fancy the chance of a lifetime to run your own business? You could be walking down the street and someone could come up to you and say, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to fight you. And I'm going to wipe you off this planet. You and your family. But there will also be times, or there could also be times, when you sit alone and you think to yourself, what am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my own life? How is my life treating me? So Nick Kelly's left boob, you are getting put into a timeout because we do not appreciate comments like that. So you're going to be put on a 10-minute timeout. Actually, Charlie, I have some apple juice. Okay, I have been a smoker for quite a number of years now. No, don't kick Charlie. All right, Charlie's actually being respectful. All right, he's had a bit of a joke with you, do you know what I mean? So, you know, don't kick Charlie. Nick Kelly's left boob has been kicked for the 600 seconds, which is 10 minutes, just because of the comment they put. No, you're not being mean, actually. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not being mean, Charlie. And it's actually good to see that. Yeah, I mean, because some people, when they come onto the stream, they're abusive. They can be... Oh, Nick Kelly's left. Have you come back on? Okay. Look, do you know what? Yeah. Most British people are rude. Yes, they are. But I am not. Yes, there are rules and regulations. Don't worry about it, Joseph. Don't worry, alright? Let Nick Kelly, alright, stay here. Alright, as long as they're respectful. Okay? Go on, what's the difference between jam and marmalade? Go on, Lou, what is it? Let's hear the joke. I know they're back. Just leave them there. Oh dear. Today at school, a kid tried to break my finger. Really? I will honestly ask that anyone under the age of 18 please leave my stream immediately. There will be some language that I do not wish for under 18s to be hearing. Thank you very much, Joseph. Much appreciated for hiding that person. And really let himself go. Where am I from in the UK? Well, I was actually born and raised in Essex, in a little town called Southend-on-Sea. I now live in Scotland. It's actually quite peaceful here. I mean, at the moment, I can't hear any traffic, and I actually live on a main road. Yes, I have been there, Joseph, funnily enough. It's an alright place. Do you know what? Davos. We'll call you Davos, alright, just because. Nick Kelly, look, please don't put jokes about your age. If you were 4.5, I would have chucked you off this stream immediately. Alright? You're not 4.5 years old, Nick Kelly. Alright? That's complete and utter bullcrap, alright? Like, there's no way you're 4.5. Alright? Exactly, 24. That's much better age to be, do you know what I mean, on this stream. Fuck's sake, Davos. Oh, wow. When you feel like life is going to push you away from things, when you feel like life is actually getting you down. Yes, I do smoke weed, Joseph. Yes, I do. I smoke a lot of it. I'm waiting to get paid at the moment, so I don't actually have any at the minute. But I will actually be having some on the 13th when I get paid. Yes, I do smoke. Charlie, I do smoke. What does this look like? It's a cigarette. Of course I smoke. I smoke cigarettes, I smoke vapes, I smoke weed. I even smoke dab, which is basically just oil from cannabis. People, I would ask to, if, do you know what, Charlie? Do you know what, Joseph? I have used more drugs than I can ever imagine to have used. I think the only drug that I have actually not tried to do is heroin, because I know how bad it can muck someone's life up. I've seen people destroy themselves mentally and physically. I did meth once, and I promised myself I would never do it again because it was a bad experience. Plus, the company that I had with me at the time was a bit shit, so that's probably why I had a little bit of a bad high. Look, drugs and alcohol depend on the company you keep, or the mood that your mind is in at the time. Drugs and alcohol depend on the situation. Drugs and alcohol depend on the situation or the emotion that you are in. For example, if you smoke weed and you are depressed as shit, that weed is only going to make you even more depressed. It might seem... Do you know what, Charlie? If you want to subscribe, please do. Alright? Most of my videos are mixed, okay? We don't just talk about one thing. But we don't just do a lot of videos, you know, my channel is varied all across the board. We do videos on knives, on how to keep people safe. People, tomorrow we are reviewing a certain product from Amazon, right? I decided to get a refund from Amazon because there was a pair of boots that I bought that started to peel away from the heel on the right hand shoe. Do you know what, Charlie? Davos, that was actually, do you know what, Davos, that was actually probably the better choice that you made. You know what I mean? You made a really good choice. If people there couldn't function properly, you made the best decision to leave. Because when people can't function properly, Nick Kelly, I am dealing with you personally now, alright, because that comment is completely uncalled for. Alright, I do not appreciate that, so you are now being hidden from my channel. Goodbye. So, Nick Kelly's left boob has now been hidden from my channel, people. And now you understand my rules and regulations. Do you know what, honestly, Charlie? There are some of my short videos that do you know what? There are some of my videos, Charlie, that have had quite a few views. Why would you say am I the actor from the Alien movie, Paul? Do I sound like them? I don't think I sound like Paul the Alien, to be honest. But if you think I sound like Paul from the Alien movie, then thank you. I appreciate that one. But yeah, honestly, Charlie, there's been a few of there was a video that I did with the remote control car. It was when I had the remote control car. Okay, I had a barbecue with a couple of friends. Within 48 hours, that had got 1,200 views. Look, Nick Kelly's right boob, you are being hidden. People, I will ask you to please remind yourself of the rules of my stream. Alright, the rules for my stream are actually pinned as a comment right here. Alright, as you can see, Joseph 505 Entertainment rules. Alright, if you click on that, you will see the rules for my stream. Joseph, do not, no, Joseph, like, I hid Nick Kelly's right boob, alright? Don't, like, you've just put them on a timeout now. Yeah, I mean, like, don't, please, alright? I dealt with that person straight away. So, Simon Pegg is, I would say, a really talented actor, really talented. Yeah, there's a few films that he's in. I look like Simon Pegg. Well, thank you very much. I will take that as a compliment. I'll take it as a compliment. Thank you. It's not very often that one gets called, one gets said that one looks like an actor. Alright, so I do appreciate that. Do you know what, Casey, thank you very much for that comment, much appreciated. Joseph and Charlie, are you still fighting over the rank 1? Wow. Ooh, looks like you're both going to have to fight it out now then. So people, we actually got a gift card from Amazon because of the boots that fell apart. So I will be reviewing a stupid product. It will be a fake revolver, okay, with foam bullets. We're just going to test it to see how powerful it is. We are going to be buying certain things when we have more money coming in. People, we are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers to get super chat, to get more equipment for live streaming. Alright, so if you want to help out by liking and subscribing, please do. Check out all my videos and my live streams. Some of them have been quite good. I did do a live stream, can't remember exactly when it was, It's called A Moment in Life. And in that live stream, you will probably not want to watch all of it because it is thank you, Joseph, much appreciated. I will remind you all to please click on the pinned comment to check my rules of my stream out, which are put up by my managing moderator, Joseph from 505 Entertainment, which is here. Okay, the comment is pinned right here. Please click on that pinned comment to find out the rules of this stream, okay? Because if you don't abide by the rules, you will either be hidden, put in a timeout, or you will be muted. Look, my life has been quite tough, alright? And do you know what, Charlie? Joseph is actually a managing moderator for a reason. Do you know what I mean? He's been absolutely brilliant. Yeah. I would ask everyone, please be very respectful to Joseph from 505 Entertainment and myself, alright? As I am the owner of my channel, and Joseph from 505 Entertainment is my managing moderator. If you upset me, you upset him. If you upset him, you upset me. Alright, please be respectful of the rules of this stream and to my moderators. I actually think I have 2 moderators in this stream at the moment. Both of them are managing moderators. They can ban you. Alright, please be respectful. Look, life is one of those things where you have to look at it and go, do you know what? I want, don't get. I would like, could get you somewhere. If you turn around to someone and say, I want your lighter, give it here, that person is probably going to take your teeth out. But if you turn around and say, excuse me, I would like to use your lighter for a moment, do you mind? That person will probably go, here you are, please use it. Charlie, if you roast Joseph from 505 Entertainment, I will personally chuck you myself. Alright? Charlie, I ask that you respect Joseph from 505 Entertainment as he is a managing moderator. He will kick you. Alright? If he feels like you are being rude to him. Right? Please. Charlie, are you saying, yeah, that if you leave this live stream, nobody's going to be nice to me? Well, that's because you're being rude to him. Like I said to you, Charlie, yeah, don't be rude to my managing moderators. I'll kick you myself, mate. You know what I mean? Like, be respectful to my moderator. Do you know what I mean? Okay? Always be respectful to the moderator, okay? Because by you saying that you're going to roast my moderator, that makes my moderator want to kick you off. Alright? Because my moderator is under my instructions to kick anyone off that is rude, offensive, disrespectful, or just downright stupid. Okay? So please be very respectful of it. I remember Charlie, don't bite my. I remember the don't bite my finger, Charlie. I remember that video. It is quite funny indeed. So tomorrow we will be unboxing and testing out the Amazon um, toy revolver. Okay, it comes with foam bullets, about 12 of them. Apparently this thing is meant to act like a real revolver. Okay, obviously with no kickback. It is compressed air. Okay, and we are going to test it out to see what damage it could do to someone if used incorrectly, and to see whether or not you should actually buy a product like that for your children. I personally don't think you should give a child a weapon, whether it be fake or not, okay? Because by giving your child a weapon, that's basically like giving your child one of these. If you give your child a toy gun, you are basically giving them one of them. Yeah? And you are basically condoning violence with your child. You see, someone like myself, yes, I have multiple knives sitting around me at all times. But that's because of my military training. That's because of the way I am. The army has taught me a lot of different things, and I think one of the main things it has taught me is to be respectful and understanding. Sorry people, it is actually midnight here at the moment. I will actually be ending this stream in about the next 20 minutes, alright? Look, people, the point of me doing YouTube and doing different content all across the board, okay, is to show people the content, different forms of content, okay? Obviously, there has been times when I've done content that's been downright stupid, you know, like there was a video that I didn't get many views at all, and that video has actually been deleted. So if you come across it in the shorts, right, you are a very lucky person. That video has been deleted. Within the last year, that video got deleted. Right, so if you do that, how long did I serve? I actually served. Oh, 1 sec. I actually served 8.5 years. 4.5 years were in Afghanistan. Frontline. Obviously, I cannot tell you what I've done at this precise moment in time. I do have to encrypt my end with a special device so that I can actually make sure that my location is completely scrambled. Alright. Thank you very much, Casey. Much appreciated. Look, a lot of people... Do you know what really gets my goat up? Is when people turn around and say, thank you for your service. Because you know what? I didn't fight for yous. I fought to keep the soldier next to me alive. I fought to keep that person by my side. I fought to keep that person alive. I didn't fight for any of you. I fought for stuff that didn't need to be fought for. Afghan was a pointless war that did not need to be done. And I have done things in Afghan under orders that I'm ashamed of. I'm disgusted with it. But you know what? No matter what I say, no matter what I do, no matter how I treat people, those memories will never go away. The times that I have in my mind as memories will stay with me until the day I die. I have done things under orders that none of you would ever want to do, none of you would ever want to experience. And you know what? I hope that none of you ever get to experience the things that I've done. Some of you may think that you are quite tough, that you are very strong-minded, that you have the will to be able to do the shit that I've done. And I'll tell you now, no, you haven't. You haven't got that mentality because you've not been through it. I didn't have the mentality to go through it until I did it. And even then, my heart broke. A part of me that cared disappeared slowly. I have worked so hard to get my mental state back into order. Like recently, I went and got a wardrobe. Obviously, I have to put the doors on it and the mirror. There's a lot of stuff I need to do at the moment. I plan to turn this front room into like a home cinema. When it is, I will be doing videos and live streams of me doing this room up, okay, and also the bedroom as well, and the spare room, also the kitchen. So please check those live streams out when they pop up. Like and subscribe. Pardon me. So, look, I'm gonna go now, alright, but I do hope that all of you will join me for my next live stream, which will be tomorrow, at the unboxing of this supposedly kids toy. We'll see whether it's suitable for a child when it gets here. However, I don't think it will be because it's still something that shoots something. Alright, it says that it comes with foam darts, alright, but we will be seeing how dangerous they are. And to replicate that, we will be either using cardboard, paper, or even polystyrene, as you can see over here. Alright, with the polystyrene there. Alright, and we'll see how things go. Anyway, I wish you all a very lovely rest of your day, or a very lovely rest of your night, wherever you are in the world. And please remember one thing. When life is getting you down, and you feel like you want to give up, don't. Get in touch with Joseph from 505 Entertainment on his channel, and he will contact me privately. Just say that you're depressed and you need to speak to John Weston, alright, and he will contact me, and then he will contact you back, ask for your details for your social media, and then he will pass them on to me, and then I will contact you forthwith. Okay, or you can contact Zach D Productions. Right, he does have a messenger. Alright, but please do not contact him again unless you feel depressed or you feel like you need to chat. That is why I'm here for. Right, I will also, once I get my 1,000 subscribers and I get super chat, I will be doing classes on how to manage depression, stress, anxiety, and anger. I wish you all a very lovely night or very lovely day. Please take care of yourselves. And remember, always look for the beauty in life, because it might just be under your nose. Thank you very much for watching. This has been your boy John Weston, and I hope that you all sleep well. Thank you very much. Goodbye.